Right, good day everybody and welcome back to Everything Mathematics. I apologize for the background song. We have a stormy day today, lots of rain and thunder. So if this song becomes distracting, I very much apologize in advance. But yes, today we're going to continue our series on number theory, and today we'll be looking specifically at dividing fraction. Yesterday, Tuesday, we looked at multiplying fraction, and the day before that, we looked at adding and subtracting fraction. So our objective for today is very simple again, and is that of simply being able to divide any given fraction that comes our way. How do we divide fractions? Well, to be quite honest with you, dividing fraction is the same as multiplying fraction. The only difference is that you have to do a little, or should I say, there's a little trick you have to perform before you go about dividing a fraction. And again, I'll stick to a little algebraic expression here so that we'll get the picture. So if we have, for example, A over B, and we are dividing that by, let's say again, X over Y. I will not go through the process of breaking down and multiplying fraction because we did that yesterday. So simply just go back to that video and then you'll see everything that you need to know how to go about multiplying fraction. But when it comes to division, there is only one thing you need to be aware before we go to the multiplication part of it. When you're presented with two fractions that are being divided by each other, this is what you do. You keep the first fraction as it is. You change the division sign into a multiplication sign. And you see this fraction over here? The x over y will now become y over x. That is all there is to it. And from here, we basically have multiplication of fraction. So that's what we do. And let me just do our example now using numbers, using integers, so that we get a bit hopefully an even clearer picture. So if I have a half, let's say I have a half, I am dividing that half by, let's say, 3/4, if that is at all possible. So I have a half and I'm dividing that by 3/4. The procedure is this. A half remains as it is, and you have to be very careful. I've seen students inverting the first fraction. It's not the first fraction you inverted, it's the fraction after the division sign. So we have a half, we change the division into multiplication, done, and then the 3/4 will seemingly become, rather, let me put it that way, the 3/4 will seemingly become 4/3. So that will be 4 over 3. Instead of 3 over 4, it will be 4 over 3. And from here, we follow our regular routine with breaking down what's not, and then we multiply. So here we could say 2 could go into itself once, 2 could go into 4 twice. There's nothing else that I could break down, so our answer will be 2/3. And that does it. That does it. Easy does it. Yeah, that's it. What else could I tell you? That's it. If you're not too comfortable with multiplication, yesterday's video, I did an in-depth analysis how to go about multiplying. So just go and look at that video, even if it's just the first, I think it's the first, by the first 8 minutes, you should get what you need. The rest is basically practice. So you could do that. Right, so here we have sum, of course. Let's try and do sum. And again, remember the concept. The concept here is change sign, invert fraction, and then you're going back to the rules of multiplication of fraction. That's in a nutshell. That's the easiest way I could put it for you. So here, of course, you could pause, see if you could solve them, and then let's see if we get the same answer. I'll move on. Right, so here we have 3 over 10 dividing by 15 over 12. Wow, I have a lot of thunder here. I'll have to look back at this recording and see if it makes sense posting it like this, or see if I have to change up something. But that's what it is. Rainy day today. Woo, nice day. We say here, weather for leather. Let's go. So we have 3 over 10 divided by 15 over 12. So again, let me do what we do first. So we have 3 over 10. We change division to multiplication. So we change division to multiplication, and then we invert. So instead of 15 over 12, it will now be 12 over 15. Yes, that's it. And now we could break down. I will go 3 and 15. So 3 could go into itself once, 3 could go into 15 5 times. I could do 12 and 10. What number could I use here? The biggest number I think is 2 still here. So 2 could go into 12 6 times, 2 could go into 10 5 times. And I know it might be tempting to break down that 5 with that 5, but remember we cannot go this way for breaking down. That is a no-no. Right, so take that in mind. Bear that in mind. So yes, as it is here, there is nothing else that could break down. So our answer will simply be 6 over 25. Right? 6 multiplied by 1, so 1 multiplied by 6 is 6, and 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. And yep, that is our answer. There is nothing else we could do besides that. Moving on, next one. So our answer here is supposed to be 6/25, or 6 over 25. Answer. Good. Moving on, next one. Again, keep the fraction as it is. So the first one stays as it is. 4 over 3. Division turns to multiplication. You change the division sign into multiplication, and you invert the fraction. So 16 over 21 will instead become 21 over 16. And then we see what we could do. So I know 3 could go into itself once, and because I know my timetables, I know that 3 could go into 21 7 times. And likewise here, I know 4 could go into itself once, and I know 4 could go into 16 4 times. And that comes with knowing your tables. And this is the same as now we have 1 times 7 and 1 times 4. And that leaves us with 7 over 4. And because this is top heavy, we could get a mixed fraction here. So we have 1 and 3 over 4. And notice that's the same thing. So 1 and 3 over 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's 7 over 4. Easy does it. That's our answer. So I don't know about you, but I'm telling you, once you know to multiply fraction, division is very easy. It's just one step you have to perform before you go to your multiplication. So it's the same. Well, I would say it's the same. Just a few things you have to do before you go into you jump into the real thing. So here we have now 2 and 8 over 9, or 2 and 8 ninths divided by 7 ninths. And here let's make this fraction into an improper one. So let me see if I can kill 2 into a proper one, sorry. Let me kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I will do this and I'll change sign and I'll invert as I go. If you're lost, you can let me know. But feel free to write it in the comment section. So 9 times 2, that's 18. And 18 plus 8, that is 26. So here you should have 26 over 9. Let me make sure that is right. So 9 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 8. Yes, that is 26, right? So just confirm it. And remember, division change into multiplication, and we invert here. So that will be, instead of 7 over 9, it will be 9 over 7. Yes, and that's it. And from here, we seek to break down if we could. So 9 could definitely go into itself once, and 9 could go into itself once. And there is nothing here that I could break down between the 26 and the 20 and the 7. So it stays just like that. So that will end up leaving us with 26 over 7. And this could go down again because it is top heavy. The closest number 7 could go into 26 is 4. 7 4s are 20. Hold on. No, not 4. 3. 4 will be too high. So 3. 7 3s are 21. And that will leave a remainder of 5. So this will be our last answer here. So 7 3s are 21 plus 5 is 26. So it's 3 and 5 7s. Yep, that does it. And over here again, for this one I'll take my time because I don't want to confuse you. So let me keep the first part as it is first. So we have 4 over 6. I'm not changing this here because I figure I might lose some of us if I do it that way. And then I change this first. Let me change this first before I invert it so we see what we had initially. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 3, that will be 13. So I have 13 here over 2. And now I will do my inverting. So now that is the same as 4 over 6. Division becomes multiplication, or you change division into multiplication. And then we have, instead of 13 over 2, we will have 2 over 13. Yes, that's what we do. And with that in mind, what can I do? Break down. So yes, 2 could go into itself once, 2 could go into 6, what? 3 times. So 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. And let me see, nope, nothing else I could break down. So then I multiply 4 by 1, 3 by 13, and let's see, 4 by 1, that should give me 4, and 3 by 13, if my table serves me well, that's supposed to be 39. Let me just do a quick check. Times 3, yes, 3 3s are 9, and 3 1s are 3. Yes, that was a straightforward, right? Just confirming, just confirming. It's always good to double check in maths, it doesn't hurt. And believe it or not, this is our answer, because that cannot go down any lower from there. There's no number that could go into both 4 and 39 without a remainder. So yes, that brings us to the end of that and today's video, of course. And there you go with division of fractions. So as always, like, share, subscribe if you haven't as yet. Comment if you know you have a question, you have a query, or there's something that's not too clear or not too iffy with you yet. Feel free to leave it in the comment section below, or contact me through any of the social media, Everything Mathematics on Facebook. And turn on that notification, of course, so that you can always get the latest video on time and when it's released. So until then, you take care and all the best. Have a blessed day.